South Park is one of the best shows, and Cartman is one of its best characters. He's definitely the funniest of the four boys, and half the time, seeing him fail is funnier than seeing him succeed, purely because of his hilarious reactions every time his plans are thwarted.
You might as well go buy some cigarettes too, because I like to have a smoke after I get good and
The Season 5 episode, Scott Tenorman Must Die, incorporates both perfectly, making it one of my favorite episodes, but the diabolical twist at the end and its effects on the franchise and its characters forever cements its place in the South Park Hall of Fame. But without further ado, let's get into the one time Eric Cartman went too far. The episode begins with Cartman meeting up with the boys and bragging about how
I just got my first pubes.
Because he thinks it's a sign of maturity, until he finds out you don't buy them and he got scammed by Scott Tenorman, a 9th grader.
But then why would Scott Tenorman sell me his pubes for $10? Because you're dumb enough to buy Scott Tenorman's pubes for $10.
He tries to return them, but Scott refuses and Cartman storms away. He attempts to get his money back later by pretending to be a government worker, but is again outsmarted and loses another $6.12.
Just give me the $6, and then I'll give you the 20.
Okay.
Now, give me the pubes, and I'll give you back $2.
Right.
Now, give me the 12 cents, and I'll give you the rest of your change back.
Huh?
And then give me the 20, and I'll give you the pubes.
Sweet.
Later, when Cartman returns to Scott Tenorman's house again, Scott acts frantic to purchase them back, revealing that there's a fair that will buy each hair for $5. And Cartman, being stupid, thinks he hit the jackpot and takes a bus ride over 100 miles away, only to find out that it was all a cruel setup.
Tell me where the pube fair is.
The pube fair?
Yeah, I've got some pubes to sell.
There's no such thing, you little smartass.
Now, Cartman's had it. He goes back to Scott Tenorman's house for what he thinks will be the last time and gives up, revealing that his grandma is going to die if he does not get his money back, which is obviously a lie and Scott sees right through it. He makes Cartman beg for it and do an embarrassing dance where he acts like a pig.
It's a piggy, here's my snack. Oink, 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 oink. I'm a little piggy.
Followed by Scott burning the money right in front of Cartman and Cartman going home in defeat. This is the first of two key turning points that move Cartman from wanting to get his $16.12 back to wanting to make Scott suffer. But it isn't over yet, and Cartman begins to plot. He assembles everyone in his grade and shares his grand scheme.
If we find a pony, we can train it to bite off Scott Tenorman's wiener.
Everyone leaves Cartman because it's such a ridiculous idea, and everyone thinks he's gonna fail.
Alright, I guess it's just you and me, Timmy.
We then get an amazing scene of Cartman failing to train the pony to do what he wants. Spotting Cartman, Jimbo and Ned come over and inform him that Mr. Jenkins, the owner of the pony, is prone to shooting trespassers on sight. And now comes the second key turning point, as the two men tell Cartman to exploit one of Scott's weaknesses.
Well, son, I think you've got a pretty stupid plan there.
Not like that, pony.
Look, if you want to get revenge on somebody, you've got to think like a hunter.
What do you mean?
Step 1, find someone's weakness. Step 2, exploit that weakness.
How do I do that?
Cartman finds out that Scott loves Radiohead and makes a horrible video dubbing his voice over the band members and saying that Scott is not cool.
Guys, when is your next album coming out?
That's an interesting question, Kurt. But first, I'd just like to say that I really hate this kid named Scott Tenorman. He's stupid. Yeah, I hate Scott Tenorman too. I think other guys in the band hate him, right guys?
Resulting in Scott playing the video of Cartman doing the piggy dance for everyone in town. Cartman, previously trying to get his $16.12 back and slightly humiliate Scott Tenorman, is now determined to destroy him.
Oh my god, I killed Kenny! You think you're so cool, Scott Tenorman? We'll see how cool you feel after this. Yes.
Cartman goes to Stan and Kyle, informing them of his new master plan to have Radiohead witness Scott Tenorman being humiliated by the pony. With some lying and fake stories about cancer, he gets Radiohead to come, but now he has to plan the humiliation of Scott.
I'm writing to you because of a kid I know named Scott Tenorman. Scott is 15, and I'm afraid he has cancer. In his ass. I don't think he'll make it past next Tuesday around 5.
To thwart his plans, Stan and Kyle call Tenorman to tell him about the pony.
How do you know?
'Cause we're his friends.
Then why are you telling me?
'Cause we hate him.
Oh.
Cartman invites Scott to his ChiliCon carnival and gives him a ticket for a free pony ride. Scott, who was already warned, tells his parents that there's a starving pony on the Jenkins ranch, and his parents go to retrieve it. I think his thinking behind this was to have his parents retrieve the pony, which would ruin Cartman's plans. In the end, that backfired very heavily, and that was a horrible idea. In preparation for the carnival, Scott makes his own chili, but there's a very secret twist.
We got everyone we can find to chip in. There's pubes from just about every kid in town in here.
Awesome. Oh, dude, the little fat kid thinks he's gonna get revenge tomorrow. We'll see how he likes it when I tell him he just ate the pubes of every kid in town.
The next day, when the carnival occurs, he brings his chili along with Chef and Cartman, who each made their own. Cartman and Scott sit down to taste each other's, and Cartman eats Scott's first. I'm now going to play parts of the show to demonstrate this section because there's no way that I can do it justice.
Hey, this is great.
It's a special recipe.
God, this is really good, Scott.
I'm glad you like it so much, because now that you're almost finished, I have something to tell you.
What, you mean about how you put pubes in your chili?
What?
It turns out that Cartman switched Scott Tenorman's chili for Chef's, but now comes the best part where Cartman reveals his master plan.
What I did plan on, however, was that my friends Stan and Kyle would betray me and warn you that the ChiliCon Carnival was a trap. I assumed that they would tell you that I had trained Dankin's pony to bite off your wiener. What they didn't tell you was that Dankins is a crazy redneck who shoots trespassers on sight.
He then warned Mr. Jenkins that there were violent pony killers in the area, knowing that Scott would send his parents to go retrieve the pony, after which Jenkins would unalive both of them.
I came just in time to see Mr. Dinkins giving his report to Officer Barbrady, and of course to steal the bodies. After a night with the hacksaw, I was all ready to put on my ChiliCon Carnival so that I could tell you personally about your parents' demise. And of course, feed you your chili. Do you like it? Do you like it, Scott? I call it Mr. and Mrs. Tenorman chili.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Nya, 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 nya. I made you eat your parents. Nya, 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 nya.
Scott now breaks down sobbing and is ridiculed by the band members of Radiohead because everyone has problems and he should just get over it. Cartman, of course, proceeds to drink his tears.
Your tears are so yummy and sweet.
Dude, I think it might be best for us to never piss Cartman off again.
Good call. Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy.
But now let's talk about the effects that this episode had on South Park as a whole. First and foremost was the effects on Cartman's character in the show. Before this episode, he was just a spoiled, bratty, and at some points bigoted kid. He'd done some pretty mean things, but nothing as sociopathic and horrible as the revenge he had on Scott in Scott Tenorman Must Die. The elaborate, thought-out scheme that was showed in this episode truly cemented his title as the most evil kid in the world. Also, it led to the infamous episodes 200 and 201. Both banned now, but still amazing episodes definitely worth watching because of the insane twist at the end of 201. But other than Cartman, it also had a lot of effects on the show itself. We'd never really seen anything like this before, and personally, when I watched this episode, I thought that Cartman's humiliation would just keep going for the rest of the episode, and his plans would just keep backfiring. Which is why the twist that came at the end was such a shock, and it really changed my personal perspective on the show because it was just so dark. The episode is also one of, if not the best, episodes in the show, according to pretty much everyone. It and Make Love Not Warcraft are some of the top-rated episodes on almost all platforms. Side note, did anyone think of Nathan's plans when they watched this episode? The constant backfirings definitely made me think of all the times that Nathan got completely screwed by his schemes. Literally. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's a wrap on the one time Eric Cartman went too far. I know that he's done some other horrible things, and of course this is just my opinion, but if you agreed or enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe because it really helps a lot, especially for a channel with literally no views. So thank you and have a good day.
That's all, folks.